problems. Okay. So in the last lecture, we ended with number of entities is equal to number of moles into the Avogadro's number, that is Na, and we can also write this as number of moles into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Correct? Yes, Mahima and Shri?
Yes, sir.
We ended here, right? Okay.
Yes.
Now, using the same thing, a number of entities means that it can be either molecules or it can be also atoms, etc. So please calculate. You have to select it like this. In 3 moles of H2 gas, calculate A part, number of H2 molecules. So what will be the answer for this one? How many H2 molecules will be there if we have 3 moles of it?
3 into Avogadro's number.
Yeah, number of
18.022. 066 into 10
066
to the power of 23.
molecules of H2 is equal to 3 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So this will be equal to 18.066 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. Okay. Now if I ask you number of hydrogen atoms, then how will you solve this? Number of hydrogen atoms?
So it will be same, right?
No. How many hydrogens are there in one H2?
2
2, no? So the number of hydrogen atoms?
divided by 2.
No.
18
Number of
point.
hydrogen atoms is equal to 2 times
2 into 3 into
times the number of H2 molecule. Okay, did you understand
Yes,
this one?
yes,
By following
yes,
number of hydrogen atoms is equal to 2 into number of H2 molecule.
yes, sir.
Okay, so this will be equal to 2 into what is the number of H2 molecules? This, that is 18.066 into 10 to the power 23.
36.132.
Yeah, H atoms. So this will be equal to 36.13
132.
into 10 to the power 23 H atoms.
Or it comes 132.
132. Okay, 132. Now, how to answer the second part of this question, that is B question? We can answer more fastly. Each of these questions can be answered if we use the word Na. If we use this Na rather than 6.022, and after that you can do all the multiplication and divisions. Okay, so for A it was very easy. For A you can directly answer it is equal to 3 into Na, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now for B you can write 3 into the number of H atoms in 1 H2 into Na, right? So this will be equal to how much? 3. How many atoms of hydrogens are there in one H2?
2.
2 into Na. So this will be equal to 6 Na. And if you see 6 Na is equal to 36.132 into 10 to the power 23. Right?
Yes.
So please copy this. We will do an exercise question from NCERT. But before that, we will do some of a simpler one. From H2, we will go to H2O. First copy this. Let me know when you are done.
Done, sir.
Okay. Shri, are you done?
Yes, sir.
In 2 moles of H2O, calculate a number of molecules of H2O, B, number of atoms of hydrogen, C, number of atoms of oxygen. Number of moles of H atom, number of moles of oxygen atoms. Can you do this, or should I help you guys? Mahima and Shri?
So we'll try first.
Okay, fine. Try. I'm pretty sure that you can do A, B, and C. It is similar to the previous question. This question, I have not put this question, but if you apply a bit of mole concept, then you will be able to answer. This is more simple. You have to tell me how many moles of H atoms are there. If you can calculate the number of atoms of hydrogen, then you can calculate the number of moles of hydrogen atoms also. Okay, so it is 10 minutes already, and students are still not here. For 1 hour class, 10 minutes is too much time.
So for number of atoms of H, we use the same formula, 2 into number of atoms in one H2 into
Yeah, yes, the same thing. But if you don't think it is logical, then you can ask, okay?
yeah, so because in the previous one it was only H, right? Here H2O is there, right?
Yeah, still, for example, if I just keep it simple, if I say you have let us say 2 blue pens and 1 green pens, okay? This is the box. This is the pen box, okay? This is the pen box. And you have 2 dozens. 2 dozens of pen box. Now tell me how many blue balls do you have? Blue pens, sorry. You
2
have
into 12,
2 dozen pen box. So how many
2,
blue pens will you have?
2 into 24.
2 into 12, right?
Yes,
So this 2 is from the dozen 2, correct?
yes.
This 2 is from the 2 blue pens in the box, correct?
Yes.
And this 12 is from the dozen. So same thing na, in moles also.
Yes, sir.
Shri, did you get any answers? Okay, Shri has just sent the answers. Okay, for A, B, and C. Correct. B is correct. C is also correct. So Shri, just to help you for the D and E, can you please unmute yourself, Shri?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, for example, if I said you have 48 blue pen, okay? So you know the number of blue pens, okay, Shri?
Yes, sir.
Then how many dozens of blue pen do you have? Yes, Shri, how many dozens of blue pen do you have?
48.
48 by 12, correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you please keep your mic on?
Okay, sir.
Huh. So, for same things for moles also, na, you know the number of hydrogen atoms? Do you know the number of hydrogen atoms, total number of hydrogen atoms?
Yes, sir.
And so you know this number, that is 48. And what should you divide it with? The Avogadro's number, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can calculate the number of moles of hydrogen atom also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
After you have calculated, we will see if we can calculate it without even picking up the pen.
Okay, sir.
What about you, Mahima? Did you get the answers for A, B, and C?
So 1 second, sir.
Okay. If you get the answer, you don't have to type it down and send in the chat. Just tell me you are done. I will write the answers because only you are left. There are only 2 students as of now. Water.
Done, sir.
Okay. So number of molecules of H2O will be equal to 2 into Na, and number of atoms of H2 hydrogen will be 2 into Na. Okay, so Shri and Mahima, I guess both of you have multiplied these things, but as of for me in this class, I'm just looking up for the concepts. Okay, so even if you give me 4 Na answer for the B1, it would be fine. Number of atoms of oxygen is equal to 2 into Na. Yes.
Yes.
Are you done with B and E also, Mahima?
No, sir.
Okay. So all these are right for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Great. Now again, I was seeing the same thing for Sri also. As I said, now, did you hear that? If you have 48 pens, then how many dozen?
2 dozens.
2 dozen?
Sorry, the 4 dozens.
How do you calculate 4? You say number of pen
Divided by
divided by
number of elements in a dozen. Number of objects in a dozen.
entities in a dozen. That is equal to 12. Okay. Now, if you have, for example, you have this hydrogen atoms, how much? 4 Na. So you have 4 Na. Then how many moles? This would
2
be equal
moles.
to how? No. Number of, so you will write 4 Na, correct?
Yeah.
Divided by Na.
Yeah.
So this will be equal to
4.
4, no?
Yes, sir.
Right. So 4 moles of hydrogen atom. Yes, Shri, did you get this? 4 moles?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and okay, now Mahima, please don't pick up your pen and tell me how many oxygen atoms will be there.
Two. I mean, how many oxygen atoms? One, but then moles.
Sorry,
Two.
sorry. How many oxygen? How many moles of oxygen atoms will be there? Sorry.
Two. Two.
Why is your voice so feeble?
Sir, can you hear me?
No, I can hear you, but you seem to be not well.
No. It's just like that.
Shri, isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
Mahima, eat and drink well, okay? Drink some water and come to the class. If you will feel so, when your voice is saying that you are not well,
Yes, sir.
can you change the tone?
Yes, sir.
Now it is fine. Thank you. Okay. Now moving on. The next question is in NCERT, okay? But what I feel is now, if you will answer in terms of NA, you won't need even to pick up the pen. Okay. So it is very similar to this question that we have of H2O. If you see your NCERT textbook, question number 1.10, that is the first chapter 10th question from NCERT exercises, it says that the question goes something like this: in 3 moles of C2H6, that is ethane, calculate. A part is number of moles of carbon atoms. Okay, I didn't give you the way to calculate this in terms. This last part, na, we can calculate even without picking up the pen. So you have 2 moles of. So you have 2 moles of H2O. So number of, this hash sign is for number, okay? Number of moles of hydrogen atoms. So you will write this 2, then you will write this 2 from hydrogen, and then you will just write moles. 4 mole is the answer. 4 mole is the answer. You don't have to calculate this, okay? And for oxygen atoms, what will be oxygen atom? Number of oxygen atom. This will be 2 from the 2 mole, because 2 moles of H2O is present. 2. Then how many oxygen in each H2O? 1. And just write moles. This will be equal to 2 moles. Okay, Shri and Mahima, easy.
Yes, sir.
Can you replicate that in the next question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Number of moles of carbon atoms will be how much in 3 moles of C2H6?
6 moles of carbon atoms.
So 3 into 2 in 3 into 2 moles. Shri, did you get this?
Yes, sir.
Now B. Now please write these things with me, okay? Number of moles of hydrogen atoms will be how much?
18.
18, right? 3 into 6 moles, which is equal to 18 moles of hydrogen. Now C part is, I guess, number of molecules of ethane. How many molecules of ethane are there? 3 into, we have Avogadro's number, that is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules.
18.06.
Yeah, 18.066 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. So please let me know if you're done, Mahima and Shri.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now we will learn a new concept, definition of mole as mass, okay? And that is the definition of molar mass. But before molar mass, the topic is molar mass, but please don't write anything. Now we have defined atomic mass, right? So the intuitive part of atomic mass is what? Atomic mass is the mass of an atom, right, Mahima and Shri?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so molar mass will be mass of 1 mole of atom or molecules, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how this molar mass came into being, and also we will talk about this number, the Avogadro's number, how this number came into being. So when chemists defined one AMU now, when they defined one AMU, this unit of AMU was of no use in labs, okay, and research. Now, if you are going to do any experiment, if you will weigh, for example, NaCl, then you won't be weighing in AMUs, right? Whatever measurement devices
Yes,
that
sir.
we have, we will always measure them in terms of grams, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So they said that let us also define, we have defined these things in terms of one atom. Let us also define the amount of substance, okay? Amount of substance. So they said that let us not complicate a few things. We have the atomic weights and the SI unit of amount of substance, we will call this as moles, the SI unit. So this mole is, as we have seen, that it is the SI unit of amount of substance. So they said that, okay, fine. And the mass of that would be known as molar mass. This would be known as molar mass. Now for hydrogen, what is the atomic weight for hydrogen? 1 AMU, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
They said that for then the molar mass of hydrogen will be 1 gram, and 1 gram is present in each mole. So this will be 1 gram per mole. Similarly, for carbon, it would be 12 AMU. So the molar mass of carbon will be 12 grams per mole. So they kept this number same for the atomic weights and the molar weight. They just changed the unit from AMU to grams. Okay,
Okay.
easy. Now,
So why exactly did they change the unit again?
okay, because we cannot measure in AMUs now. Whatever balancing machine and measuring machines that we have, they will measure only in grams. So they have to specify a standard amount of substance, and the mass of that standard amount of substance, this standard amount of substance was called as mole. They didn't know how many elements are, how many atoms are there in mole. So they said that, okay, fine, we will fix the mass of that mole and then we will calculate the atoms. So first of all, what happened? They said that, okay, fine, 12 gram of carbon has 1 mole. They said 12 gram of carbon has 1 mole. Okay. Now, when this sentence was formulated, they had no idea about this number 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Okay. They first started with 12 gram. Now, the 12 gram of carbon, let us say this much, this is 12 gram of carbon atoms. This whole bulk of carbon atoms is 12 gram. Now, they used a technique which is known as X-ray diffraction. Now, this technique tells you many things, and one of those things is a number of elements or atom, number of atoms in a crystal or in the sample. Okay, so if you take any sample, one of the things that it will tell you is the number of atoms in that particular sample, not directly, indirectly it tells you. So by this method of X-ray diffraction, this 12 gram of carbon atom had 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. Now this number then became the Avogadro's constant or the Avogadro's number. Okay, so are you a bit clear about the history of molar mass?
Yes,
And
sir.
how this number came into being?
Yes, sir.
So first came molar mass, not the number. And from that amount of substance, they use X-ray diffraction. Then they calculated the number of atoms in that particular sample. And that number came to be 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Okay. So this is all about a bit of history. You don't have to write anything, just keep in your mind. Okay. Now let us go to the things that you need. What is molar mass? So the mass of one mole, I should write it properly. The mass of 1 mole of atom or molecule of any element in gram is called its molar mass. It's called its molar mass. Now this term molar mass when it is written for atoms, it is known as gram atomic mass. When we say this for molecule, it is known as gram molecular mass. Okay, so gram atomic mass, it has mass of 1 mole of atom. Gram molecular mass is the mass of 1 mole of molecules. Okay. Now please don't write a few things, just tell me a few bits, okay? What will be the molar mass of hydrogen? Gram atomic mass of hydrogen will be 1 gram per mole, right? Okay, if you have your NCERT textbook, Mahima and Shri, do you have NCERT textbook with you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Go to page number 240 or 232, part 1. 240 or 232. Wherever you find molar weights, molar mass, atomic number and molar masses of different element, please stop at that page. If it is new book, it will be in 240. If it is old book, it will be in 232. And if you get to that page, please let me know. Some water.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 232 or 240, Mahima?
240, sir.
240. Okay, for Shri. Shri hasn't found yet. Shri, your mic is off. Okay, that is fine then. I think maybe she has some connection issues, or she may not be able to unmute herself. Mahima, can you tell me the molar mass of oxygen? It may be in decimals, but what you can do is tell me the nearest whole number for oxygen.
So molar mass of oxygen is 16 grams per mole.
16 grams per mole, very good. Also tell me for carbon.
Carbon. So it's 12.01.
It will be 12 grams per mole.
Yes.
And tell me for sulfur.
So 32.06.
Yes. 32 grams per mole. Okay. Yes, Shri, what are you saying? Tell me.
No, sir, I had connective issue.
Sorry?
I had internet issues, sir, right now.
You had internet issues. Okay, that is why you didn't. Okay, so please see here and tell me If I want to find the mass of H2O, I will say it will be gram molecular mass because H2O is a molecule. This will be equal to 2 into the mass of hydrogen atoms because there are 2 hydrogen atoms. It will be 2 into 1 plus oxygen is 16. And this whatever term we will get, it will be in terms of grams per mole. This will be equal to 18 grams per mole. Correct? Any doubt?
No, sir.
No? Mahima? Clear?
No. Yes, sir.
Okay. So you have to tell me the molar mass for CO2 also and H2SO4. Gram molecular mass for carbon dioxide and H2SO4.
So can I ask you a very basic question? It's a stupid
Ah,
question.
no. Question is
Uh,
stupid. Tell me.
so what's the difference between a molecule and a compound?
Molecule and a compound. See,
Yes, sir.
compound can be found in the natural state, but see, okay, fine. I can give you an example. H2O. If it is in liquid state, we say that it is compound because in natural state you will find H2O in liquid form, but H2O as gas, it is a molecule.
Okay.
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 But both the things, the compound, it is found in natural state. Okay, it can be found, it is a substance in normal conditions, not molecules. For example,
Okay.
H2, let us say if we solidify H2, this will be molecule or compound?
Compound. No molecule.
Molecule. H2 is a gas in normal conditions, right?
No. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Mahima, correct. And Shri, yeah, for carbon dioxide, it is correct, Shri. Yes, Shri, correct. Since Mahima was asking about molecules and compounds, let me tell you about thing which is known as molecular compounds also. See, there is molecule Okay. Then there are
Yes.
molecular compounds. Now, if you want to know the difference between molecular compounds and molecule, the molecules will be having all atoms of same element chemically held together. O2, H2, N2. Okay. And
Yes.
for example, carbon will be carbon just like that. Then they will be compounds made between different elements. So H2O, for example, you have NH3. These will be molecular compounds. These also are molecules. Okay, H2O, NH3. These are also molecules. Don't say that these are not molecules and these are only
Okay.
compounds, because these are molecular compounds. That is why for H2O, you can also call this molecule and you can also call this compound. But for example, O2, you can never call it compound. You will always call this as a molecule.
Molecule.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So
Thank you.
we are done with H2SO4 also. So carbon dioxide was 44 grams per mole and H2SO4 was 98 grams per mole. Okay, fine. If I ask you, calculate the mass of 1 mole of carbon atoms, what you will do? We'll say 1 into the mass of molar mass of carbon atom, 1 into molar mass. Rather, I should write it like this. Mass of 1 mole of carbon is equal to 1 into the molar mass of carbon. The molar mass of carbon, okay? This will be equal to 1 into, what is this 1? 1 mole into molar mass of carbon is 12 grams per mole, which is equal to 12 grams. Now, similarly, if I ask you calculate the mass of 4 moles of carbon atoms, so it will be what? The mass is equal to 4 mole into 12 grams per mole. This mole and mole inverse will cancel each other out, and you will get 12 fours are 48 grams. Okay, any doubts in these type of questions?
No, sir.
No, no?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So please copy this, and also you can see write the kind of formula. See, this mass, we will say that this is the given mass. Okay, this is the mass that you can hold now. This 48 grams of mass is the mass that you can hold if you are measuring it. We will call this as given mass is equal to number of moles into the molar mass. Okay, into the molar mass. Now what I will do, I will write this formula in short terms as given mass. We will call this as W. A number of moles denoted by small n. Molar mass will be denoted by mm. Okay. Now you will remember this formula, and also this formula can be this. In this formula, you have 3 terms. You will be given any 2 terms, and you will be asked for the 3rd term. Now this formula can also be used for the calculation of number of moles for a given amount of substance. Number of moles will be equal to given mass by molar mass. If you have doubt in these formula, please also let me know. If not, then we can start doing some questions.
No
Let me
doubts,
know
sir.
when you're no doubt. Okay, fine, great. Let me know if you're done writing these slides also.
Completed,
Done,
sir.
sir.
Done? Shri, are you done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, great. You can write a few questions. Calculate the mass of 3 moles of water. So one, question number 2. Calculate the number of moles present in 36 gram of water. Calculate the number of moles present in 3.011 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of HCl. Calculate the mass of 4 moles of H2SO4. And question number 5. Calculate the number of moles. Calculate the number of moles. Calculate the number of moles present in. Calculate the number of moles present in 49 grams of H2SO4. Write these 5 questions. Just let me know if you are done, okay? Okay, no, don't let me know. What you would do is raise your hand in the Zoom if you are done. Raise your hand in the Zoom when you are done. And if you are stuck or you want to ask something, you are free to ask. You can see your notes while doing these questions also. Okay, Mahima, you are on which question? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5?
Three, three, sir.
Okay, what about you, Shri?
Same, sir.
8?
Question number 3, sir.
Question number 3. Same. Oh, you said same. Okay. Okay, that is fine kind of speed, I would say. 3 minutes, 3 questions. Yeah, that is good. Okay, so you guys keep going on. I will start with the first question now because
Yes.
both of you must have done the first question. The mass of 3 moles of water will be equal to 3 into the molar mass of H2O. So this will be 3 mole into 18 grams per mole inverse, which will be equal to these two things, 54 grams per mole. Calculate the number of moles present in 36 gram of water. So number of moles is equal to the given mass divided by the molar mass. Given mass is 36 grams. The molar mass is 18 grams per mole. So this grams and grams will cancel out each other. 18 and 36 will be 2. So this will be 2. This mole inverse will get above and it will become 2 mole. Calculate the number of moles present in 3.011 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of H2O. So HCl, sorry. So this again number of moles is equal to the given number of particles divided by Na, that is the Avogadro's number. This will be 3.0, sorry, saying 3, I'm writing 6. 3.011 into 10 to the power 23 divided by. So in Avogadro's number, we have 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 entities are present per mole, hence mole inverse. So this 10 to the power 23, 10 to the power 23, this by 2. So this will be equal to 0.5. This mole inverse will get above and become mole. So for the 4 one, calculate the mass of 4 moles of H2SO4. So the mass will be equal to 4 into the molar mass of
Completed, sir.
completed, okay, H2SO4. This will be equal to 4 into 98 grams. Okay, let me write those unit also. This will be 4 mole into 98 grams per mole. So this mole inverse will cancel out each other and we will get 8 fours are 32 and 4 nines are 36,
36.
39 grams. Okay, calculate the number of moles present in 49 gram of H2SO4. So this number of moles, this will be equal to 49 grams divided by 98 grams per mole. So this grams and grams will cancel out each other. This will be 1 by 2. So again, this will be 0.5 mole. Okay. Okay, is everyone fine? Anything wrong?
No,
So
sir.
my
All
third
right.
one.
Who's third one? Mahima?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what went wrong there?
Sir, I didn't use this formula. I did something totally different.
What did you do?
I took number of moles is equal to mass by molar mass, and for mass, I found out the molar mass first, and then I multiplied the molar mass with the number of molecules.
Okay, but now do you understand why we won't? Is this a right formula or wrong formula? Tell me first that.
It's the right formula, sir.
This formula is correct. Yes,
Yes, sir.
but this won't be used in this question.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes,
Why?
sir. Because mass is not given.
Yeah, very good. So now the problem that students have na, sir, कौन सा formula कहाँ use करे, which formula to use in which questions? Now you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, very good. So please correct this and write this again. Did you write this now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, you're done. Now the last part of mole, and this is molar volume. So for molar volume, you will write with me the statement, then we will explain it. Molar volume. So please write this with me. The volume occupied by 1 mole of any gas at standard temperature and pressure is called molar volume and is equal to 22.4 liters. The word here STP means standard. STP is equal to standard temperature.
and pressure.
Yeah, and standard temperature and pressure. So the standard temperature is 0 degrees Celsius. The standard pressure is 1 atm. Now, but this is old definition. See the new definition, but you won't use that new definition until and unless you are on the chapter 5th. Okay. Till here, the molar volume is 22.4 liters, but this will be 0 degrees Celsius and 1 bar, which is the new definition according to IUPAC. According to this, the molar volume is 22.4 liters. According to this, the molar volume is 22.7 liters. But please, you don't have to remember this until and unless you are on chapter 5. We will be using 22.4, that is the old definition, in all our calculation, because all of the numericals that you will see in NEET examinations or JEE examinations, they are set keeping in mind this term 22.4 liters. Okay, 22.4 liters. Even in NCERT, when you see that 1 molar volume, if you see in the 4th chapter, this is 22.7 liters. Okay, but they have a footnote, and the footnote says that most of the databases that we have are kept keeping in mind this one, and they haven't been updated yet. Okay, so just on the back of your mind, you will remember this 22.7, but we will use what 22.4 in all of our calculations. Yeah, the important point to remember here is it is gas. Okay, and at STP. Okay, it is not for solids. So see, we have got 3 formula for number of moles. Please copy this, then we will summarize the mole concept in one slide. You will copy that slide, then we can leave. And okay, you're done. Shri, done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So if you are asked to calculate the number of moles, which is the small n, then you will ask yourself 3 questions. Okay, so you will first see if mass is given. If mass is given, or if mass is involved in the question, then you will use the formula number of moles is equal to the given mass by the molar mass. Now, if number of particles is given, then you will use the formula number of moles is equal to the given number of particles. Let me write it like this. Given this hash sign is for number of particles This will be divided by what? This will be divided by?
Avogadro number.
Very good. 0.022 into 10 to the power 23. This much entities is present per mole. Hence we write this per mole. Okay. Now here if you have, if volume of gas is given, then you will use the formula number of moles is equal to given volume, and this given volume will be divided by the molar volume, and molar volume is how much? 22.4 liter is present in each mole, so this will be 22.4 liter per mole. Okay, so these are the three formulas that you have to remember. Now again, these are not formula. Okay, these are not formula. If you just apply a bit of logic, for example, if I ask you how many dozens are present in the given amount of bananas, then you won't say, you won't ask for formulas, right? So this is also same thing, but only the new terminologies are present. That is why we use this formula word. Otherwise, these are not formula. These are just logical things. Given mass by mass of 1 mole. Given number of particles by number of particles in 1 mole. Given volume by volume of 1 mole. For dozens, what do we use? The given number of entities divided by the number of entities in 1 dozen. Yes, Mahima and Shri?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
These are more logical than formulas, right? You can derive these things, okay?
yes.
Please write
Yes,
this.
sir.
Let me know when you are done. Done?
Done,
sir.
sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you very much. Okay, again, you got this link at what time today?
Sir, in the morning.
You got in the morning, na? So
Yes.
ample amount of time was there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so initially you will get the links on the same day, but in the morning. And after a while, what we will do, we will fix the days and the timings. Okay, Mahima and Shri?
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, thank you very much. Any doubts still here?
No, sir. No doubt.
No,
All
sir.
clear.
No doubt? Okay, fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Take
sir.
care.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
sir. Take
Thank
care,
you.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, Shah. Okay, is it Sahil or Shahil?
It's Shahid.
Okay, Shahil. Okay, Shahil Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
Can I call you Shah?
Okay. No.
That is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So where are you from? Shahil? Shah. No, Shah. I have to. Yeah.
From Kerala.